Well, hey, I'm Sam Famous, and we are back in some Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And that's right, as you saw in the title, we bought an auction plane. It's got some problems, and we got it out here at old Telluride Auctions. He said Telluride Auctions. And we're going to see if it'll make it back to Las Vegas, New Mexico. It's about an hour and 15-20 minute flight from point A to point B. We had the time set starting at 5:15, but you know what? I was like, I feel like going live. Geeky says that's my old plane. Oh man. Yeah, we bought it at an auction, and hopefully it makes it there. It's got some problems. We'll see. But I guess the best thing to do is just walk around and start unhooking this bird, right? You know, getting it ready to go. Even if it even start up, it's got like 5,000 hours on it or something. It is used. So it should be quite the deal. We'll check out and see what problems it has before we take off. Kind of see what the deal is. We get over here. Get this unhooked. He's sitting down here. Oh, my back hurts. He said, oh, his back hurts. Geek AH says, always do a pre-flight inspection. We go check it out a little bit here. We kind of look at the tires. We're going to look at the props here. It's looking a little rough. I ain't going to lie. It's looking a little rough. But it's got some dirt on it. It's been used. It's overall pretty good shape, I believe, for an old plane. But you never know with these things. You know, it could have some rust or something going on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see here, paint's kind of fading off in spots. Yeah, you never know. It's got plenty of fuel in it, though, so that's good. It used to be red, looks like. Take a look at these things here. It's got a little funky sound to it. I don't know about that. Let's check these back here. Salt Lake City Flat says, will it even start? What? Is there a loose bolt in there? Listen, you hear that? Sounds like there's a bolt loose. And I don't mean bolt like a boat like going fishing. A bolt, B-O-L-T. Let's check this guy. Salt Lake City Flats once again says, will it even start? I mean, that is a good question, you know? That is a good question. We might as well hop on inside. Fire this. I can't get door open. A little sticky. Alright. My confidence is slowly getting down with this bird. Pop to the inside. Pretty clean. I mean, it's got some carpet wear. Let's inspect it here. It looks like we got some, flap issues, aileron. Let's inspect the engine here. Crankshaft, oil lines, magneto. Oh, carburetor. Lord. It is not doing good at all. Man. We'll double check that. Well, I tell you what, let's leave that door open. In case she catches on fire, we need to get out of here real quick or something. That just don't seem quite right there, you know. Do we have plenty of fuel? I think it's full, so let's get these on. GK says, sorry, I did a lot of rough landings and tail strikes. Oh boy. I bought your old plane, man. This thing's got 4,876 hours on it. The engine's got 2,800 hours on it. Must have replaced the engine at some point, I guess. Well, I mean, I don't know. Let's get the fuel pump on. We'll prime it up. What's everybody into today? What's happening? What's new? That primed up. While she's priming, let me pull up the old YouTube feed on the old cellular device. He said cellular device. That way, in case we need to call emergency. Salt Lake City Flat says, I don't even have much hope it will start. I mean, I'm right there with you. I'm hoping it will start. But man, we better prime it one more time. Okay, she's primed, props in, mixtures in, fuel pumps on. Be good to me now. Be good to me. Let's fire it up, and then let's get over to New Mexico. Alright, well, you know, let me go ahead and shut the door, because it's going to blow it shut. Well, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Fire in the hole. Let me get this window down here. Come on, old girl. Come on, old girl. There, she popped off. There she goes. Ooh. There, blowing the door shut. Let's close that up. Boy, she sounds rough. Look, it's running so rough, it's used all my graphics memory capacity up. I'm on, straighten up. She'll clean up. Get that master avionics on. She's a running, but she's running rough, ain't she, fellas? She's cold-natured, like old Ford. Got cold nature like an old Ford. Clear this out. Nick Ramsey said it sounds rough. Boy, you ain't lying. I hear a magneto or something clicking on and off. We're gonna need a little more fuel. We'll run over here to the fuel station over here and fill her up before we leave. Let me get her up in RPMs here a little bit more. Pull that mixture back. There we go. Alright, do the flaps work? Flaps are working. Boy, this might be a challenge, chat. It might be a challenge. Oh, man. Let's roll her over here to the fuel stop and get her filled up. Pull that throttle down. We'll pull over here and pretend we're going to fill up. Oh, man. She's got a cam in her. Hot rod. This is a hot rod plane. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just got a cam in it. We'll pull over here. We'll pretend this is the fuel station area. Well, and we'll pretend we're getting it filled up here. It might just have a little dirty gas in it. You know what I mean? He said it might just have a little dirty gas in it. Alright, brake check. The brake's on. I'm afraid to shut her off. Can you go ahead and fill her up with her running? I appreciate it, bud. He said fill it up when it's running. Alright, now, let's see. Let's go to that fuel. I mean, it might have enough. We'll fill it all the way up. Put a little baggage in her. Salt Lake City says shut her off. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid if I turn it off, she won't start back. I've had enough used cars in my life. I recognize this. We better leave her running. See how she's starting to. Oh, the brake's set. Alright, they got us filled up here. Where's our lights? Rotating beacon on. Salt Lake City flight says do it. Oh boy. Should we do it, chat? If I get 3 shutter offs, I'll shut her down and see if she fires back up. If I get 3, I'll do it. John says send it. I got 1. Salt Lake City says do it. Nick says shut it off. Salt Lake says yes. Oh boy. Oh boy. We just kill her. Here we go. Alright, she shut off. Let's put that mixture about. We'll put full. We'll crack it back. Let's see if she fires back up. What do you think? Come on. Oh, that's a good plane. Oh Lord. Now we got something wrong with the prop. I told you we should have shut her off. Alright, there we go. Geek AV says, woke up early this morning and went to a drive to Tim's. Oh, that's right. You got your driver's permit or something you said a while back. Alright, chat. She fired back up. Let's get her takeoff lights are on. We'll get our strobe light on. Let's taxi to the runway. We're flying all the way to Las Vegas to New Mexico. And we'll see if she makes it. We got live time, live players. We're in the SU6 update. Scoot down in my seat here a little bit. Nick Ramsey says tornado number 5 in Indiana. Man, they got tornadoes there and hurricanes out in Hawaii and earthquakes are happening. Man, we might have a plane crash here on the flight simulator. Oh, she's running rough, fellas. Geek Aviation says all in were for me, by the way. Let me get this mixture down here a little bit. Maybe that'll help her. Will it make it to New Mexico? If you just joined the stream, I'm Sim Famous. We're out here flying this old auction plane. We'd love to have you as part of the crew, so hit that subscribe. It's free. Let's go to the outside. Oh. What's this plane doing? We got one coming in, one going out. Hey, excuse me. All right. Flap set. Geeky Wrench says it's going to fail on takeoff. Salt Lake City says she doesn't sound so good. I don't think she'll make it. Boy, she's getting rough. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, Lord. She died on us, chat. Come on. Start back up. Okay, hold the brakes. The Drum Tech Photo says, howdy y'all, hope everyone's doing amazing. We're gonna see this plane sounding rough. Alright, full power. John says, do it, send it. Let her build some pressure. Alright, I'm nervous, here we go. Brakes released. Airspeed is alive. Oh, we need to get the pitot heat on. $60 knots. 70 knots. 80, she's up. She ain't liking it. We're gonna hold steady. Let me get them flaps up. We get a little more speed out of her. Come on now. Come on. Pull that mixture back. Come on, go girl. Come on. She's holding 80, fellas. Landing gear coming up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, come on. There she goes. Geek Aviation says, Sim, if the engine fails on us, I'm going to do safety procedures. I'll be honest with you, I'll be afraid. I don't even know what to do. Now I'm going to leave my headphones that you can put on in the game off so I can listen to this engine while we head on out. There's 100 knots. We'll let her gain some speed. Take it to the outside. There's 120. Alright, I believe we're safe to get our headphones on. Pull the mixture back here, get a little more power out of her. And we're gonna have to turn around and get on course here. But we got to get enough altitude to get over these mountains. She's a little low on power, I'd say that. Start making her turn here. Will she fly all the way to Las Vegas to New Mexico? Let's get our menu on. Keep up with how far we got to go. Take it to the outside. Let's continue our turn and get ourselves back on course here. Salt Lake City flights, if the engine dies on us, try to land somewhere safely and keep cranking it. The battery sounded weak. Yeah, let's say we look like we got some flat areas in front of us, so we'll keep that in mind. But she's doing good right now at the moment. Lord, that was a little nerve-wracking, I ain't gonna lie. Let's get this fuel pump off. Jump Tech Photos says, fly safe, currently on Flight Sim 2024 and approach to KPHX at Phoenix Sky Harbor, AZ from Orlando, Florida. Nice! You flying into my neck of the woods. The Geek Aviation says, Sim, be aware if the flap fails, you might feel a bit of a jolt in the controls. Always keep the controls the opposite of where the flap is pushing you. Hey, thanks for the update. Let's check. We're going to take the long way around these mountains here. Fly a little pattern out of here. Oh man, that was a crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little scary takeoff. So far on our poll down here, we got 6 votes on is crying babies on a plane okay, the worst, or doesn't bother me, and we're tied at 50-50 with the worst and doesn't bother me. Fellas, what do you think about the thumbnail? On YouTube Studio, because I'm a YouTube creator partner, you can now make thumbnails using the YouTube. That's all made from YouTube. Let me know. How did I do? Or should I say, how did the YouTube AI do? She's still climbing about 120 knots here. So far, we're looking good. Take her up to about 12,000. Well, we probably need about 14,000 feet to get around these mountains today. But look at that view. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. I tell you what, I'm on pins and needles over here because I just don't know what's going to happen at any time, and we got an hour and 30 more minutes of flight time to go. We'll trim it up here. We're still hand flying it, and I'm using all that power to climb out. Is it Thane says if you crash it, you lose the aircraft. Well, we could still reset it, but basically what's going to happen is if we do crash, that we'll just pretend that it was a pilot down. Depends on how bad the crash is. if we're able to get it down to an airport, you know, maybe we can get it repaired. But if we start going down anywhere where we're at right now, we are in loads of trouble, folks. I mean, big time. Yeah, I was checking to see what do we got. We got a road down there. I see a road. I see water. I'd land her in that water over there. I'm going to make a turn to the right here shortly as we get around these mountains. Cylinder head temp looks good in the green. I didn't think we were going to get over 80 knots. Thane says you should always have a parachute single engine. Boy, you ain't lying. They should have sold us one at the auction. I'd have bought it. Alright, let's start making our turn here. Get on course, head to Las Vegas, New Mexico. And see, we don't know, will the landing gear come down? Will the flaps work? Will it even make it all the way there? Will we have a problem halfway through? Take it to the outside. I mean, at least if we had a problem here, maybe we could get back to the Telluride airport, but I don't know, it'd be close. Alright, we're looking like we're on course there. Now let's see. Let's pull up the old. Let's get the autopilot set up. Start getting that configured. It's going to be a nervous hour, 20 minutes of me flying right here, man. I am quite nervous. Come on, plane. You doing good, buddy. Let's see. Autopilot master on. Let it wake up. Let it run through its stuff there. Modes to heading. Alright. It seems to be working. And we'll go ahead and set the altitude. And we'll have to adjust our trim. We'll get our noise canceling headphones on. Noise canceling on. And we're just at about 14,000 feet. I didn't even bring no oxygen. He said he didn't bring no oxygen. Oh, man. Alright. Adjust the trim. They want us down here. Trim's adjusted. And let's go ahead and pull the power back here a little bit. She's starting to pick up speed. We're almost at 140 knots. Take it to the outside. All right, we're looking good. Just another hour and 10 minutes to go. Oh boy. Look at that RPM gauge, boy. She's a little wiggly. She's starting to straighten up. As soon as I said that, get a little bit of a miss. She's a good plane. Come on, you can do it, plane. I'm pretending this is a dash of the plane. Oh, man. Well, we better crack open a cold one, and we have a... I don't know how do you guys say that? Teach me how to say this word. Soleil. Is it Soli? Solil? Solil? Sparkling water, blood orange. Somebody teach me how to say that in the comments, would you? Let's go ahead and crack open a cold one. We're cruising about 14,000 feet here. I think we should be good over these mountains and stuff. What does an A2A Comanche, well, not necessarily A2A Comanche, but what does a Comanche, what is the flight ceiling? Like, what's the top is that they fly at? Anybody know? If you do know, put it down in the comments. And boy, she's got a miss to her. When we get over to Las Vegas, New Mexico, we installed an airport there. It does have a hangar in it, and if we make it, I'm going to pretend that's where we're taking it to get it worked on. Got some buddies over there. They do repairs on A2As real cheap. Telluride over to Las Vegas, New Mexico. Let's see, how many hours did this plane have on it again? Let me adjust the trim. Got 4,876 hours on the airframe. And it's got 2,800 hours on the engine. I don't think these dots are good. Cylinder 2, 3, 5, and 6 is looking a little rough. Crankshaft, magneto, oil lines, electric fuel pump, mechanical fuel pump, carburetor. can get that over to the side a little bit there. That's all our issues we got with it right now. This would be dangerous. Take a plane with all these problems, be like, yeah, I'll fly her home. Man. It's so messed up, it's even got the date wrong. It says August 17th. Ain't the date the 16th? I'm just going to go ahead and put that away for now. That gives me bad juju vibes. The Geek Aviation says poor engine. Right? I think we're going to be okay. We'll keep our eyes open for airports on the way. I mean, you never know. We might have to make an emergency landing. If she went out right now, I'd try to put her down in that water right there. Just skid it across the top like a rock. We'll lean it out a little bit more. I feel like we're slowing down a little bit. $166 nautical miles to go. Try riching it up a little bit. There we go, she's cleaning up a little bit. I mean, we're running her wide open because we want to get there. Just to trim up. Boy, we slowing down too much here. Cylinder head temps cooled down a little bit. Kind of half tempted to turn back the Telluride, see if we could land it back there. Just be like, we don't want this plane. about 118 knots right now. GK says breaking. A group of 737 MAX 8 fuselages went down in Montana River for a swim. Oh man. Is that real life or did you crash? Geek says it was real life, they were brand new. Craziness. Hopefully we make it. And you know someone has done something like this in real life. They taken a shoddy plane and be like, I'll fly her home. She'll be all right. Well, it's went from an hour and 10 minutes to an hour and 12 minutes. She keeps getting slower. Maybe she'll speed up. She gets a little fuel burn off of her. Maybe shouldn't have had it in the old too full. What's the carb heat do for us here? Maybe get a little tailwind behind us. That might help too, you know? I'm just gonna look out the window, pretend everything's A-okay, you know what I mean? It's fine. We're gonna make it, chat. We're gonna make it. Will Sim Famous and his A2A simulation plane make it all the way to Las Vegas, New Mexico? Chat, here's a question for you. If we make it to Las Vegas, if we make it there and land, park it up, should we either fix it, leave it the way it is, and then the next flight stream I do, try to fly it from there, maybe to Texas or another spot in New Mexico, see how many flights we can get before she goes out? You guys let me know. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on that. I'm trying to get this phone here to show me all the chats. See, I keep getting... Oh, there it is. I was getting... All this was like blank. And I do have the chat here, over here to my other side on the screen. But I like to have it on the phone so I can just kind of... It adds a little realism to it, you know? We got our Logitech flight stick over here we're using. And I think this is called Sayatech, something like that, that we're using here. And of course our G29 wheel used for American Truck Simulator or BeamNG or some other games. Adjust my trim here. Boy, she's slowing down on us a lot. Geek Aviation says, Sim, we gotta land now. Thane says, can you climb out of the cockpit and wing walk for a few? Right? I'm losing speed. I must be into a headwind. She sounds like she's struggling. Let's check our maintenance. Boy, she's not looking good, is she? The left magneto is barely working right. Or is it the right one? These are not matched. Electrical system, I think this should be going all the way around. And I don't think she's charging right. Well, the aliens went red on us. Dan says, stay over the water. If we had her over the water, we might be able to skid it on down, you know. Man, she is getting a little slower here. Uh-oh. We're at 100 knots, fellas. And this autopilot keeps yelling at me. I don't know. Should we turn around and go back to Telluride? Alright, we're going to disconnect this autopilot. We're going to take control of it here. Let's get down in a little bit of altitude here. Drum Tech Photo seems keep going for an adventure. Geek Aviation says keep going. Dan says stall speed. I hope we don't find out. We cut the autopilot off because I don't think the autopilot's working right. I do see an airport out to the right. Looks like a dirt field, maybe a grass field. But we're going to keep on flying. Let's see what happens if I lean it out here on the mixture. Geek Aviation says, Sam, I recently got a job for JetBlue on their A321. Be safe. We are hand flying her now because I think that autopilot was messing up on us too. I think that aileron, stupid, is messing us up a little bit. I'm gonna start getting a little lower on the old altitude as well, because right now we're at 13,000 feet. Boy, I don't want to fall from 13,000 feet. I mean, I don't want to fall from any feet, but I'm just saying. There's a nice big grass area down there we could put her down in. We're picking up a little more speed. Looking good. Will we make it? There is an airport to the right of us. Maybe she'll run a little better down to lower altitude. Alright, we're looking good. The Geek Aviation says, Sim, keep going. Thane says, if you dive and do a loop, you know everything is okay. Yeah, it's Saboteur. He's trying to get us really good. Salt Lake City Flight said, should we go to the airport, the right of us, and shut her off? I tell you what, it is a thought, because it's just right there, you know what I mean? But I think we're going to go for the adventure. I think she'll fly better in a little lower altitudes. Salt Lake City Flight says, yes, let's go to the airport right of us. Try to shut her off. I know, yeah, she ain't going to start back up, I don't think. I think that crankshaft is really, really bad. It's on its last leg. You know, leg, like flight leg. Ba-doom, they call me a comedian. Salt Lake City says, yeah, she will. I don't trust you like I don't trust my ex-wives, man. I got this weird feeling about that. It is tempting to fly over there, though. I ain't gonna lie. Watch in like 10 minutes, I'm gonna be like, man, I should have listened to him. Geek Aviation says, Sim, don't land, don't turn it off, keep going until you can't no more with the fuel. We'll beat the paramedics to the crash site, that's for sure. Salt Lake City Flight says, come on, man. Let's just see what happens. And just try to shut her off. Imagine if we shut it off in the middle of the air right now, she wouldn't start back. Boy, you talk about that being an adventure, wouldn't it? Salt Lake City Flight says, my plane just cranked and cranked and cranked and wouldn't start. I think the only way that I would take a chance of shutting her down right now is if someone sent a super chat for like $25. If someone sent a $25 super chat, I know that's a lot. That's why I'm saying 25, because I don't think nobody would do that. But if someone sent a $25 super chat, I'd shut it off in the middle of the air and try to start it back. But that's the only way. Other than that, we're going to keep on cruising, man. It's showing us about 49 minutes out right now from Las Vegas, New Mexico. Salt Lake City Flight says, come on, someone send a $25 super chat so we can shut this play down. Or if 5 people sent a $5 super chat. That would equal 25. However it happened between now and there, I'd shut it off. Right now we're cruising pretty good. I might try to get the autopilot set back up. I'm hand flying it still, just out of abundance of a caution. You know. We get the autopilot back on here. See how she works. Alright, autopilot is back on. Salt Lake City's trying to shut her off in the middle of these mountains. Foo-foo. Boy. You like to live dangerous. Let's check the old maintenance inspector. Salt Lake City says, do it, I dare you. Let's see what happens. Geek Adventure Sim, I dare you to switch the key. You mean like turn it off too? You guys are asking for the dangerous part to start, aren't you? I'm scanning my territory here to see if I see any airports. I do not see nothing. Geek Aven says, yeah, try it. Oh boy, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to have a minimum of a $5 super chat for me to turn that old key right there. At least a $5 super chat. Salt Lake City Flight says, trust me for once, it will start. Sounds like some stuff my ex-wife would say. Just trust me. No. Geek Aviation says, if you do it, I'll give you a super chat of $549. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We cruising right now. Geek Aviation says, I'm getting it ready right now. You mean $5.49, right? Salt Lake City says, do it, shut her off. I ain't shutting her off till I see a little blue super chat come across the screen. And then I'll try it. A $5 minimum super chat. You gotta pay to play. He said you gotta pay to play. Speaking of paying to play, check this out. We have... Drum Tech Photo sent 5 Sim Famous gift memberships. Oh, Lord. Drum Tech. Oh, of all people, you would... Oh, Lord. Let me have a drink of my tea. Oh, shout out to Drum Tech Photo for the sent 5 Sim Famous gift memberships. Oh Lord. Shut her off. Alright, so how should we do this? Should we turn the key to off? Or should we pull the mixture and throttles and prop back? You guys vote on it. John says, where is my membership? Right? Geek Aviation says key. Boeing says, hello, man. Hope all is well. I was doing good. The Drum Tech Photo sent 5 gift memberships for us to turn it off. It says pull the mixture and throttle. Thane York says do a stall drill dive, then start it. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull the throttles and everything back. Lord forgive me for what I'm about to do. Oh. We get a countdown. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we did the key and that. Oh boy. Get our picture back up. Our prop controls back up. She fired back up. She fired back up. John says, Mayday, Mayday. Key Carrier says, oh God, brace for impact. I'm surprised she started back up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Something's wrong. I ain't got no speed. I'm losing speed here. There we go. Geek Aviation said, I told you it would work. Alright, she's back. Man, I tell you what, that had me a little worried there, fellas. I ain't gonna lie. Salt Lake City flight says, when we get to Las Vegas, turn her off. Do a landing without the engine? I might do that. We got 40 minutes over to Las Vegas. I'm cruising at 12,000 feet here. If you look on the middle of your screen, you see that my hands are crossed. It's because I have my joystick on this side, and my mouse is also on this side. I should move my mouse, but then I'm right-handed, and I can't be left-handed. So I gotta fly a little bit differently here. We flip on our autopilot back on, let it wake back up. Let's inspect the engine after they did that. Boy, number 2 and number 3 is getting a little rough. The starter's still in the green. Vacuum pump's bad. Alright, we got the the GPS back on. Once again, thanks for Drum Tech Photo for sending those 5 gift memberships. If you got a gift membership from Drum Tech Photo, make sure to say thank you. I tell you what, guys, I ain't gonna lie, that had me a little freaked out for a minute. Let me pull my throttles back here a little bit. Still got 98 nautical miles. Salt Lake City Flights comes in with a $5 super chat and says, find a safe, smooth landing spot, put the mixture to 0, and try to start it. Ooh, okay. Let's see. We'll keep our eyes open for us. I think. I thought that might be one, but that's not. What is TAS? Or is that, yeah, TAS? Is that an airport? So the next experiment is find a safe, smooth landing spot, put a mixture to 0, and try to start it. Big shout out to Salt Lake City Flights for hitting us with a $5 super chat, and a shout out to Drum Tech Photo for the gifted memberships. Geek Aviation says Sim. Drum Tech Photo says enjoy them gift memberships even though they are for the next month. Alright, let's keep our eyes open. We've got a couple little airports popping up here. Oh boy, you guys are really making this flight fun with all these challenges. Speaking of the gifted memberships, if you happen to be a member, pretty soon we're going to have a members only flight. So I need some votes of where we're going to fly to and from. So let me know. Drum Tech Photo says, everyone be sure to thumbs up this live stream video and be sure to subscribe to the one and only Sim Famous. Hey, thanks Drum Tech Photo, I appreciate that. Looks like we have KSKX coming up, and that should be just about straight ahead, maybe off to our left a little bit. And we got to fulfill that $5 super chat request there. Once again, guys, thank you so much for all the support and making this flight actually really fun. I'm kind of enjoying this. We should do this more often, where you guys send in either a gift membership or a super chat, and you guys tell me what to do as far as landing, or, you know, try a loop-de-loop or something crazy like that, you know? Alright, well, it should find us a little airport to land at here real quick. We'll shut her completely off. I mean completely off. And see if she'll fire back up and make it the rest of the way. Because right here is what I'm seeing. These two spots right here. And now, since we have the flaps and all that stuff, that's going to put more, you know, issues onto those. Salt Lake City Flight says, put the mixture 0 and crank it till the starter goes out. Wow, 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 wow. The battery will probably die. Whose idea was this to get an auction plane? Just a few minutes out to find in that airport. Salt Lake City Flight says, let's see if we can make the battery die. Right? I bet we could. Where is, what is KSKX? What airport is that? Somebody look that up and let me know. So you're using quite a bit of fuel. Oil pressure is good. Cylinder head temp is good. Salt Lake City says it's the Taos Regional Airport. Oh, okay. I've been to Taos. I used to play... so I play guitar. That is my other job besides a YouTube content creator. So I play guitar for country music artists. And I used to live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I played for all the Spanish acts out there, and played like the cumbias, rancheros, norteño music. I played for a few Mexico celebrities and stuff as well. But I used to play in a little place in Taos. I used to play the Mother's Day Festival. It had about 10,000 people at it. Then also used to play a restaurant out there, a restaurant bar. That was owned by the mayor of Taos. Salt Lake City Flat says, so when we get to Taos Regional, put the mixture to 0 and crank her till the battery dies. Oh, man. We'll see what she does. How we doing on the poll? We got 8 votes. Looks like the worst is leading is crying babies on a plane. Okay, the worst or doesn't bother me. We're going to get to Taos and see what happens. Dane says, you got to do it. A $5 super chat said so, right? We're going to crank her. We'll see what happens. Now the landing, we could have all kinds of issues on the landing. We could have landing gear. We could have, I mean, who knows? We're only 29 minutes out from our intended destination. Geekivation says, boo, did I scare you? You got me. Alright, chat, let's keep our eyes open for the Taos Airport. Maybe that's it over there? We'll pretend we're stopping down at Taos and getting us a cheeseburger. Thane says, pretty scary there. GK Racing says, Sim, I need to go to the bathroom. Can we land? Land or crash? Salt Lake City says, yep, let's see what happens. Put the mixture to 0 and crank it till the battery dies so we can hear the engine without any talking. You got it. Salt Lake City, he's good at coming up with stuff, isn't he? I think this is our airport out here. We'll get our fuel pump on, autopilot off. Make our turn. Start bringing our speed down. Thane says, "Geek, open the door and have at it. Make sure to go for wind, not into it." Alright, I believe I see the Taos airport ahead of us there. Glad to have you guys watching and hanging out today. I'm Sim Famous. We're here hanging out with chat. And, man, they are making it fun today. Boomer Josh says, hi, Josh C. What's happening, Josh? We're about to do an experimental landing here. The chat is really giving us some challenges today. It's fun. I'll have to try something like this in American Truck Simulator. Like you guys say, hey, hit the ditch. Remind me when we get on the ground to take the headphones in the game off so you guys can hear the engine really well while she cranks. Pull the power back here a little bit. Boy, she runs rough. I'm looking for that airport. Okay, I think I got the airport in sight, so I got to get down here in altitude. Boomer says, MIC Flight Simulator 2020. Yeah, We're in that old 2024. Okay, we're headed into Taos by request of Salt Lake City Flights to put the mixture to 0 and crank her till the battery dies. He's going to make us have to put a new battery in it before we can take off. Alright, we're going to pull the power. We're going to dive down here. And then I got to bring this speed way back. We'll fly over the bridge here. We'll circle around and land from the other side there. Thane says, should I try to jump forward in combat roll, or do you usually land in one piece? Usually we land okay, but we got this old auction plane here. Got Taos over to our left. Oh, they got 2 runways. Oh, we can turn and burn right into this runway right here. All right, all right. Let me get her down here a little bit more level. Got plenty of runway, so we can come in kind of hot. Thane says, was the plane $100? No, the A2A is $49 on the marketplace. We are, and now luckily for us, we're an A2A sponsored plane, so this was sent out to us by A2A. We'll turn and burn. Okay, we got to bring some of this speed back. Landing gear coming down. First set of flaps, please. Coming in a little hot. We might have to go around on this one. She's slowing down pretty good. We got plenty of runway, though. Ooh, full flaps. Oh boy, oh boy. Slow her down. Ooh. A little bouncy. Oh, whoa. Tap the brakes, tap the brakes. Oh, we off the runway. Hold on, hold on. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hold on, I'm gonna get her stopped. Hold on. Oh, Lord, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh. Lord almighty. Up, bitch. The brakes went out, fellas. The brakes are out. I'm pressing the brakes. Listen, I'm... Ooh. Oh, Lord. Check the... Oh, buttons. Check the brakes. Oh, I don't want to lock her up. You talk about craziness. One brake is hot. Alright, Salt Lake City Flat says put the mixture to 0 and crank her till the battery dies. Mixture to 0. Prop throttle up. Whew. Let me get this off. Here we go. Oh boy. It's not liking it. She's draining. There goes the red. There she went, fellas. There she went. She is dead battery. Battery is dead. Oh, man. So how do we fix the... Let's see. Maintenance, engine, inspect. Starter is in the red. Alternator, air filter. Man. You can fix the starter. So how do we fix the battery? Let's see if she'll start back. She's as dead as a doorknob, buddy. Let's see if we go to maintenance and over to inspect. If we replace if we replace the starter, does that replace the battery? Because it doesn't have just the battery, right? Thane says if you put the battery above a fire, it would charge it enough. Airframe? Oh, battery. Okay. There you go. Boomer Josh says 106 in Phoenix is hot. All right, there's a battery fix. We had the farmers bring us out a new battery. Let's see, wishy crank. Oh, starter's out. We're going to need a starter too, fellas. Okay, we got to fix the starter. Whew. Oh, we set the brakes. I think we got enough room to take off from here. You guys want to try taking off from here? I'm going to go down here and we're going to turn it around. All right, we got a couple yeses, so let's try it. We'll go down here and turn around. Salt Lake City says, now let's see if you can run this thing out of gas. Right? Boy, this road's rough. Oh, keep running. We'll use these people's driveway. We'll spin her around. Well, the brakes are rough. Okay, brakes on. I gotta have a drink, fellas. Whew. All right. Can we get off of the ground? We got trees ahead of us over to the left. Brakes off, full power. Come on. Come on, old girl. Build that power. Build that power. We're rolling. Airspeed is alive. Oh Lord. Come on. Have we got enough room? Oh Lord. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Come on, old girl. Come on. Gear up. Flaps up. Stay low. Come on, build that speed. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Woo! Oh, watch the wind. Watch the wind. Oh, man. Come on, keep climbing, old girl. All right, there's the Taos Airport where we crash. Salt Lake City says we killed the landing gear. Geekave says, "Oh God." Thing says, "I think that was a glitch, and you're actually dead." Oh man. We are 55 nautical miles out. Do we got to go over the mountain? I do not know. That was crazy. think we got to climb over the mountain, maybe. Boy, that was as close as you could get. Thane says mountain definitely closer than 55. I'd have to agree on that one, I believe. Let me get my headphones in the game back on. There we go. Man, what'd you guys think of that takeoff? That was one for the history books. Let's check her maintenance. Yeah, she's getting worse. Let's check the airframe. The flaps are messed up, ailerons messed up, brakes are gone. Sim, I saw a... Oop. Oh, yeah? I don't know how to say that. So here's what we're going to have to do. A bobber? Oh, okay. Like a bobcat? So when we get to this next airport, the Las Vegas airport, we're going to have to really slow it down to get in there. Geek says it's a beaver in Polish. Oh, okay. Ooh, she's losing power on me here. Salt Lake City Flight says, when we get to Las Vegas, drain all the gas and try to start it? I dare you. Saying we're going to get to Las Vegas is pretty risky, isn't it? I got to get up over these mountains. We might have to do a slow turn. I might have to go this way and then up. Because she's not climbing too good. I give it all the juice. Come on, you can do it, plane. We're almost there. Do a little steady climb here. Get over these mountains, and we got to turn to the left. Talk about a challenging flight. I'll have to update my super chat goal on the left there as well. It's not automatic. I have to do that by hand, but I got so into what we were doing that I forgot to do that. That is my bad, chat. But I think you understand how exciting that was. To drain all the gas in the middle of the air and crank it? Man, you really looking for that death wish on this flight. I'm gonna have to do another turn here so we can get up safe in altitude over these mountains. We're literally only 45 minutes or 45 nautical miles away from our destination. That was a crazy landing, man. I like to never got it. Luckily that gravel road was there. Then the takeoff was even crazier. Well, these mountains are pretty high up. We're just gonna skim right across the top. Just right across the top. Holding steady, looking good. Once again, thank you guys for the super chats. That was fun. Dangerous, but fun. Will we make it to the final destination? Look at all those trees we could hit on the way down. Whew. Why does it feel like the mountains keep getting higher? Geek Aviation says, Sim, the next live, can you do some beam NG crushing? Possibly. Or off-road madness? Sounds like some fun ideas. Salt Lake City says, oh, she's not climbing. I tell you what, I'm getting a little worried here. We might have to find a way to weave through these mountains here, Chad, I believe. Salt Lake City says, drain all the gas, try to start it, and destroy the landing gear. Hello, trees. Please be a path through these mountains. Please be a path. This looks dangerous, fellas. I can make a turn to the right. Alright, I'm aiming for right top of that mountain right there. I'm just going to skim right across the top, I believe, Chad. I think we're going to be okay. Safety's on the other side of that mountain ridge right there. You see how it slopes down from the left and the right? And we got that clear path. That's where we're going. Straight through there. As long as we don't hit some crazy downdraft, we'll be okay, I think. Come on, come on. Well, she's slowing down. 90 knots. Hold steady. Here we go. There's 90 knots. I just need to get over the hill and I can put her down towards the ground. Come on. It's over the hill. Come on. 80 knots. Nope. Almost 80. Come on. Come on. Oh. Whew. There we go. That was close. I believe we're in the free and clear now. "36 nautical miles to Las Vegas." Man. Will an auction plane fly all the way with all these things we've been doing? I believe she might make it, but we ain't there yet. Salt Lake City says, just put her down. The airplane is not safe anymore. I don't think she will turn on anymore. Man, it is a... I'm surprised that we... I mean, I understand we killed the battery and the starter, but that was on purpose. But I'm surprised we've made it this far. I really am, chat. With all those issues. We got rain out to the right of us. Maybe some rain towards the front of us here. We're about 15 minutes out, chat. Got rain to the left. And I remember I've got to come in slower for this one because our brakes are a little shot. It might be raining where we're going. It looks like rain up ahead. Thane says, I'm surprised the farmer had a starter and a battery for that specific plane. Should have asked for brakes. I know, right? It was like, O'Reilly for auto planes. Wait, what? Salt Lake City says, when we land in Vegas, drain all the fuel out of this thing and let her set for a few minutes. When we land, I'm going to get my nerves together. He said he's going to get his nerves together. Imagine trying to do something like this in real life. Man. That's all we need is a slick runway when we're trying to land in a minute, knowing we got bad brakes. Salt Lake City, she's dying on us. She's gonna get us there. I believe in this plane. Sing it, chat. I don't want to take a train, cause I believe in this plane. Geek Gaming says she sounds like a DC-6. 28 miles out, chat. Will it get us to Las Vegas, New Mexico? Will I be able to get it stopped on the runway? I came in too hot on that other one. That was just way too fast. I thought we had more runway than what we did. But then I also didn't take into effect that the brakes were wore out. Tomorrow is Monday, so in the morning I've got maintenance guys coming to the apartment to work on a leak that we have here. And then I've got to do a workout. And then we'll probably do some American Truck Simulator tomorrow. Or some Beam NG Drive. I'm not sure yet. We may even do some more flying. I don't know. GK Rich says, and Beam. "24 nautical miles out from home," chat. Well, home is in Arizona for me, but home in the game today. JBM and Auto Dips comes in with the big hand. What's happening, JBM? You should have seen all the action if you didn't see it earlier. Salt Lake City Flights sending super chats for me to turn the plane off. It got a little squirrely. It landed out in some man's field. I ran off the runway. It was quite hectic. Just about 20 miles out, chat. We've got about 9 minutes. We should have you on the ground safe and sound. JBM says, just winding down for the evening early start tomorrow. Plumber inbound. Nice. Yeah, I think you're doing an early live stream, aren't you? GK Vision says, Sam, have you ridden on a trolley bus? Not only have I ridden on a trolley bus, I've played guitar in a band on a trolley bus one time for like a music video. Salt Lake City Flight says, yep, let's do Truck Simulator and find somewhere cold so the truck won't start. I've got an extended cab Kenworth I'll be driving tomorrow. JBM says, yep, 2 p.m. at GMT time. Nice. Start bringing the power back. This plane's running rough. JBM says, I was so gutted I couldn't join the convoy. Yeah, man, I don't know what happened with that. I ended up another guy, he was able to find it. I don't know what the difference was. It may have been after I changed a couple settings or something. Usually you're able to get right in. The next time I do a convoy, I'll give you a heads up, and then we'll do a test and see if we can get you situated. JBM says, I changed all the settings with no joy. No problem, my dude, no problem. 15 miles out, she's sounding rough. She's missing a lick. Let me get my headphones off so you guys can hear this engine. Salt Lake City says, let's take the Kenworth somewhere cold so she won't start. Well, them Kenworths always start. Alright, just about 6 minutes out. JBM says, how goofy does my thumbnail look for tomorrow? LOL. Sounds like the engine's knocking. I'll check it out. I'd like it. I did me a thumbnail here with the old YouTube. The YouTube has a an AI thumbnail thing you can do. So I did my first one for this one. Yeah, she's running bad, fellas. All right, let's look for that Las Vegas and New Mexico airport. I believe I got the airport coming into sight. Alright, where is this runway? Where is this runway? Come on, plane, you can do it. JBM says it's misfired, it's butt off. It is, dude. It is bad. Let me go to engine. Look at the cylinders. They're bad. All this is bad. I gotta find this airport. Where's this airport at? Ooh, a little windy. I think I see the lights. I'll be live for about another 10 minutes just till we get to the airport here. We've been flying this sucker for 2 hours just like this, missing. Whew. JBM says if it reaches, I agree. I believe I see the lights of the airport. All right, here we go. GKV says, Sim, I dare you to slam her on the ground. JBM says, I think the oil pressure has left the chat. Sim, famous, aka Barry Seal. You know it. Right there's our airport off to the left, I believe. Let's get set of landing gear coming down. Set of flaps. Let's bring her home. And our brakes are out too. We only got one good brake on her. Boy, she's running rough. Okay, let's make a turn. That aileron is really messed up. Well, she's fighting the wind. It is windy out here too, fellas. JBM says, what kind of operation is this? Oh, cheapflights.com. Oh, come on. Get over here. She's hard to control, fellas. She is hard to turn. She don't want to turn, boys. This is going to be rough. That aileron's really messed us up. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, doggies. Ooh, doggies. Ooh, doggies. Come on. Get on down there now. Come on. Come on. One. Ooh, bouncy. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Let's get her parked up in the hangar. Man, you talk about dangerous. JBM says, that's so janky, right? She doesn't want to turn right. Whew. Welcome to Las Vegas, New Mexico, chat. Oh, let's shut her down. Get the brakes on. She didn't want to be here. Let's shut her down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down. That was a fun flight. I mean, that was an absolute blast. Let's get this door open. Let's jump out this bird. Whew. Welcome down to the city of Las Vegas. Oh, man. How you doing, sir? Can we go in here? Nope. Oh, ain't nothing in there. Well, chat, I had a blast. That was crazy. I'm surprised it flew 2 hours out here. I honestly can't believe that it made it. I was surprised. And guys, thank you so much for those super chats and those ideas where you're like, hey, turn the plane off. I mean, it was just craziness. And look at this sunset. JBM says engine rebuild. Oh, we're going to sell this to somebody else. Oh, man. Alright, chat. I appreciate you watching. It's good to see you. I'm going to walk far away from this plane for now. We got the moon coming out. I'm going to get something to eat, something to drink. I'll see you rock stars on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate seeing you. Thanks for being here at Geek Aviation. As always, the awesome JBM. Go check out their channel. They're getting close to 30,000 subscribers. Salt Lake City Flats, thank you for the super chat. Nick Ramsey, thank you for being here. Ramsey. And shout out to the Drum Tech Photo. Appreciate the gifted memberships as well. That being said, we're going to get out of here. And we'll see you rock stars on the next one. Later. Later, my dudes.